do that.
Interesting. I find that interesting.
Well, nobody else does. So.
I thought that was.
Yeah. Okay. Go on.
That was an interesting.
It's an interesting lie.
I want to get up here.
Oh, is that it?
That
Oh God!
we had put out the P3DO in the Discord, and the whole Rebel Diva racist stuff. Scammy had messaged me on my other account, the one that got banned that I can't get to, and had told me that she had been asked to be removed from the Discord.
No,
because she didn't align with that. With Scam Slam no more.
You already told us why you left.
Right.
Because that.
Yeah.
And what?
Still had those messages,
of course you don't.
Because it's gone.
Okay. Of course you don't, Queen. Okay.
No,
I had at one point screenshot it and sent it to people, and I may be able to find it still. I'll go digging.
Oh, I would love that.
Morally aligned with what Polly was doing, what Scam Slam was doing, what?
No idea. I've never heard anything like that.
Let's wait for that proof.
I'm not holding my breath.
Going on.
I absolutely love that because I do watch something. Every screen recording of every time she support. I don't have the memory in my phone currently to support every screen recording of every time she has said something hypocritical to what she states today.
Well, I'll tell you what, sweetheart. All my videos are on, you can download them from YouTube. Why don't you show me, I don't know, show me your top 5. How about that? Show me your top 5. Go on.
Oh, yeah. All right, I'm on it down, but I will look for that.
Do it.
Alive. Well, somebody's going to come up and help me.
Of course.
Play Alive. 25.
When was this?
March of 2025. The live is important because of 2 reasons. The first reason is because it is important. Hi, Ange.
The first reason is because it's important. What's important?
Hi, I'm up here so you can.
It's not important.
So you're.
She's desperate for something to talk about.
I think I know what this is about. Listen, all you need to know about her is look at the icon.
Right.
Look familiar, right?
And wait, the thing that you also need to know is that there were a ton of awareness creators in her live because she greets them by name as they come in.
I know.
And I think it's hilarious.
I got this. I got screenshots of all of them. People sent me it, and I know exactly what she's gonna talk about, and I'll tell you. I'll show you the screenshots.
It'll help with the connection too, because we all know my problems up here. So the first reason it's important to play is because a show of hands, who here has been told your opinion does not matter because at one point you sat with Florida Man? Or you still do? Me.
I know exactly where they're going here.
Your credibility because you.
I know exactly where she's going here.
Well, I don't usually say their opinion doesn't matter. I usually say that they have zero credibility.
Exactly.
And that they hung out with and supported a stalker and a doxer. That's what I say. So.
Who have once sat with Florida Man or currently sit with Florida Man, even though, wait, let me remind everybody, Florida Man's not around anymore. Okay? There's no speculation. There's no.
What's your point? Come on.
That I don't know, but they prove that they still act just like him. In this live.
By Scammy clause. Or, because time that I was a lot.
Let's go.
Sure had a lot to say about where I sat.
Yeah, because you're gross and you were a friend. You are still, I'm sure, a friend of his. So
Tell
yeah,
you why it's odd. Because fucking everybody has at some point.
I agree with that.
No, I never have.
Well,
I've
no,
never
this
sat
is
with
the
Florida
thing.
man.
There's people now. There's people that sit with Florida man, people that are in his boxes and continued to go in boxes after he did shit. There's people that were in his lives in the chat every single time. Those are people that sit with him. And I saw, and I know exactly what she's going to bring up. And she's going to
Well,
be
for
so
her to say
fucking
everyone
stupid.
did, that's not true. I never, ever have.
I think that well, or how something went down because misinformation is going out there, you would think that they were allowed that opportunity to say so. Now, fun fact, when I first got back on the app, I requested a live with Scam.
When was this, by the way?
For some reason,
when was this?
I kept getting blocked by people, and I didn't understand why.
Because you sat with Florida man. I don't let those
Until
people in.
Until I went into someone's live that Scam was in, and all the comments started calling me Florida man's people.
You are.
Forcing me to show that.
Exactly. Yep.
The timeline doesn't match.
The timeline doesn't match? Look at your fucking picture.
Mine and many
She
others.
hid for a while, but that doesn't mean she wasn't supporting him.
It's convenient
Before and after.
to stop people from speaking their mind when the hatred of a certain individual is so strong that all you have to say his name like Beetlejuice, and nobody listens to them anymore.
Exactly.
Good. Yep.
The way it should be.
Yep. That's exactly what should happen.
The way it fucking should be. And are you going to get to a point here
that a singular human being is being used for a copious amount of human beings to not be able to speak their
because you supported him, and the people that sat with him while he continued to make disgusting, vile videos about me, posting my family, calling the police on me, calling DCF on me for absolutely no reason. Yeah, those of you that sat there and you didn't do anything, I don't want you people in my lives ever. And you never will be.
Yeah, they sat there and laughed at it while all of this stuff was happening to us and to others.
Yes. So
unless
that's why
they all have their own platforms. They can do it on their own platforms.
Absolutely.
You're not required to let anybody into your live or to speak on your platform.
And let me
they're not welcome on my platform. I don't care. They will never get a voice on my platform. They can have a voice on their own platform and say whatever the hell they want. And that's exactly what they're doing here, and good for them because they look like total fools.
Yeah, let me show you the rest of this. This is a video she posted today or yesterday. Day 3 of asking for that mutually respectful, fair, intellectual ride. I wrote, dream on, Bob. When you become respectful and intellectual, hit me up. Swinging a big miss last night, by the way. Listen, you could ask me 1,000 times. It's never going to happen because you're not, as I said in a video I posted, nobody wants you over here. Nobody. And stop begging. The desperation is kind of sad. Yeah, I mean, it's like, come on, just give it up. Give it up. Nobody wants you over here. Let's get back to that video now. Now, we're 15 minutes in, and I'm still waiting for an aha moment here.
They're losing the argument, and I'm using quotations. Nobody can see me, but that's like the pull the rabbit out of the hat trick. Mm-hmm. You can come with all the facts. You can come with all the screenshots. You can come with all the proof. But as soon as they say that, nothing else matters. Exactly. 110%. And that's not fair. Because we've all have lived in experiences on this app. We've all been hurt by somebody. Have the screenshots to prove it.
Show it.
Of who they were in quarters with or not a... Hey, sorry I made it.
Who is this person? I don't even know. Does anybody know who this is here?
I don't know who these people are. I can't tell by their voices.
Just shoot the shit So
I don't know. Florida Man person number 23.
The first video. I also want to preface something by saying there are individuals in these boxes, and there are things, or not in the boxes, well, yes, in the boxes as well, who aren't around anymore. And I'm sorry for that. I'm not trying to drag nobody back in. The live happened.
Can we get to what you're
to stir up again? And it hasn't stopped, right? But I don't do things like other people. I don't sit here and banter back and forth all day long and all night long.
Really?
I would do, I love me a good argument. I'm not going to do that. This live was supposed to be my last live on Skittles. Be the last time I have to even talk alone. And realizing that maybe I need to get I watched a live last night where everybody was told that Skittles deserves grace.
Where is this? Was this supposed to be a live on me?
So if you do come back, on basis.
That's what we heard.
I want to do that to you, but we'll be looking at. Fine. So that was a little over a year ago. Okay? Keep that in mind. And when I tell you to keep that in mind, I want you to keep it in mind because if you remember, and I don't know how anybody could forget because she says it all the fucking time. He's been harassing me for 2 years.
What?
What happened, hon? Oh. He's been harassing me for 2 years. Well, this was a little over a year ago. So.
I mean, to be fair, it would be about 2 years. Probably this summer. Was it about a year after he was going after you, Scam? I think. I don't even know. I mean, he started really making the gross videos.
Yes.
About a little less than a year ago.
The thing was that there was a period of time where he actually was, like he himself, actually was complying with the protection order. And, I mean, his people were still doing, weird things and posting things and stuff, but he actually was complying with it in the beginning. For a good number of months. And then he wasn't like going live and bashing people for a while. He was putting up this facade like he was this nice guy and he was reading these bizarre philosophical things from ChatGPT
that was last
about
fall. That was last fall, yeah.
And things like that. So there was kind of a time where he was trying to act like he had changed or something.
Right. That was like last fall, like September.
Yeah, it was last year sometime. But I mean, he's still always the same person because with a person like that, they can only hide their true selves so long, and then their mask falls off and the horrible person. So that's basically what happened. I mean,
right,
but he was just trying to pretend to be a nice guy.
I'm talking about, with him and I want to say it was almost probably about 2 years ago that he gave me a list of things that he wanted me to say on a live. Like he had a bulleted list of stuff that he said that, if you don't do these things, I'm going to continue to go after you. And I was like, F you, you're not going to tell me what to do. Mm-hmm. So I want to say that was 2 years ago this summer. I'm not even sure. I mean, it's like I started in here the fall of 2023. 2024, I was in Dennis's lives, and Florida Man was in there. And God, if I'm not mistaken, Florida Man at that point was okay because I believe he and Dennis were going after Coach. If you remember that guy, there's going to be a lot of people that don't know who that is. And they were also going after this guy and this girl that had a kid, and they were It looked like that they were abusing the kid, like physically, not in a questionable way, but like that. And Florida Man used to come in those lives all the time. And then, it could be, my dates could be off here, but I think soon after that, Florida Man started going after Dennis, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Miss Amy, you would remember that.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't there for that, but that's my understanding is that then you went after Dennis. Yes.
There was a point where like Florida Man was actually normal and he was actually doing things that were good, going after people, you know, and then something happened. Florida Man started going after Dennis. And that was kind of the beginning of what Florida Man started doing to a lot. Yeah, it went south quick. Yeah, I'm glad you're in here, Miss Amy, because you're one of the only people that knows me from when I started on here. And, when I started, there was a nice group over there. And, I've always said, like, you are truly one of the first people that I met on this app. We've never talked off the app or anything, but you're one of the first ones that I met. And it was in there. And, at that time, Dennis was doing some really good stuff. So, yeah, he did sit with awareness. But, yeah, so let's go on here. I hear this.
That doesn't make sense. But I want to put that disclaimer out before.
Okay, can you please do something here?
Camera around though. The only thing
Okay, we're okay.
Mind zeroing in on the comments because that's what's the most important.
Bob, why don't you expand? Oh, there you go. Good. Okay, let's see it. What's the date of this? Forward. Let's see.
What is happening right now?
I think she said it was March 2025. Oh, they have it there in a Discord. Isn't that interesting?
Huh. Weird.
What do you mean? What do you mean it's fast forwarding? It's on 2 times. Oh, that. Holy shit! I was so confused. To the left a little bit more. Okay. Do you pause it there? Yeah. Oh, this ain't doing what I thought it was gonna do.
Oh my God. This reminds me of somebody else's lives.
Please be patient.
Failure to launch.
Color in line. All right, let's try this again. Photo. It was marking live. Can I make you bigger, maybe? How do I? Let me take a look. Let me take a gander. Oh, there you go. I got it. My problem started is when she was looking for all those answers for stick figures. Scammy Claus, you want one too?
Yes. Thank you for bringing this up. So, Florida Man came into my live that day, and he came in and asked me if I would unblock him on his main. I think that was it. And I said no, and I believe he was blocked. So then, that night I went into his live, and he said to me, "Oh, you want a stick figure?" I said, "No." And he said, "Will you unblock me on my main?" I said, "No." And that was the interaction. Let's see.
Look at her hanging out in the trenches with the piles of dirt.
See? No. Exactly. I don't want a stick figure. Yes.
Stop it.
Yeah, they're acting like you were kikiing it up with him
You
or something.
need one
you
too.
were like, no.
You need one too.
You Scammy Claus.
Oh, my comments in there are terrible. Oh, my God. Come on, the cool kids are doing it. Mm-hmm. We can give you a Santa hat. Mm-mm. Notice my comments. Holy shit.
Now, mind you, the reason why she felt comfortable in the chat
People you don't like.
was at the
How
time,
terrible of you.
Fleur was in my box speaking about her experience as well. And at the time, I don't know now, but they were close. They were cool. They were friends.
What?
Oh, heck no.
Wait, did she just say that Florida man and I were close and we were friends?
I don't know.
Is that
Maybe
what
go
she
back
said?
and play
Is that what she said?
because you had him blocked. Look, she shows a comment later that where he's asking again for you to unblock him. So you obviously hadn't blocked this entire
We were close.
time.
Wait. We were close. We were cool. We were friends. Let's
And
hear.
at the time, I don't know now, but they were close. They were cool. They were friends.
What? No.
But yet you had her blocked, right? Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
She didn't want one. She didn't want a stick figure.
Was this her aha moment?
Why also she had beef with Skittles, so she was here for it. She was bonding. She was hating. She was laughing. She was ecstatic.
What?
Where does this show that you were bonding or ecstatic?
You can go one day and have a stick figure. Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Desperate to reach for something so bad.
She makes a good Gumby, that's for sure. She is
Somebody
stretching.
turn off the comments for me just for a moment so we could see the whatchamacallits. It's blended in and I don't want to miss my my next line.
You're not showing anything.
It froze in the actual thing
Oh,
too.
did you see the top there? Oh, you can see their Discord messages at the top of the screen.
Nice.
Watch, we just
Sadie Pines, something Discord.
Oh, isn't that nice?
That.
Sadie Pine.
Sadie Pines Discord. Got my stick figure something. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're not very good. They didn't turn their notifications off. You're going to see those notifications pop up occasionally during the live stream where there's people are sending her messages from their Discord while the live is going on.
What the?
You'll be cool one day and have a stick figure. LOL.
Yeah, that wasn't me.
Yeah, no, it just freezes there. Damn it.
I'm still waiting. What?
Well, that's not bueno. Let me see.
Seriously? That's it?
There's more, guys.
Yeah, just keep watching.
Oh my God.
Darn.
It's
if I resend. All right, give me one.
Thank you for your patience. Next caller in line.
And my connection's working OT, so.
So this is 28, almost a half hour in.
We're not even at the halfway point, but as you can see, she was having a grand old time. All right, hold on a second.
Yeah, that really looked like a grand old time.
I was having a grand old time in there saying, no, I don't want a stick figure, and no, I'm not going to unblock you. Okay.
Right.
Oh my God, this is just crazy.
Don't worry, we'll get there.
Maybe it'll work.
Oh my God. Is there anything else in this? Like, is there anything else in this that I even need to watch?
Yes.
Tell me when to stop because this is like boring.
I mean, I
fuck.
don't know. When they start showing more of the chat, I guess, or the screenshots.
Okay, let's see if this is it.
Okay.
I'm gonna let the people in the because they probably weren't even around for this. So this was March of 2025, right? Okay. Let's see what else. Let's see how I was kikiing it up.
Singing. Not tonight.
But tonight will be the night that I will sing for you.
Bandits got it, don't you worry.
And all she's doing is reminding us of who all the Florida Man people are there in that chat. Amber, Juliana, people are garbage. Thank you, Ames.
I need to send a message out.
They all still are. Thank you.
I mean, should I pause anytime soon or what? Because, I mean...
Just narrate it all in fucking... Call people's names out, though. An angel.
Stop laughing my ass off.
Sourdough. She's in here? Oh, sorry.
Is it just me, or is there a reason in this live that she didn't want to play the audio?
I don't. Probably because Florida Man was asking me to unblock him and asked me if I wanted a stick figure.
It was obsessive.
This is the same messages she just showed. Nothing new. Nothing new.
Look, we're pretty much best friends now. You need a stick figure. Florida Man.
Florida Man says it must be true.
Right. Florida Man said that we're pretty, yeah.
You need a stick figure. Damn.
Is it going to move on or no? Or can, oh, Jesus
I feel like I got her down pat.
Pause for dramatic.
Oh my
So
God.
serious. Okay.
Oh, well, okay.
Camera slip, y'all. Where's she at? What hotel is she at?
The infamous green screen.
And there it is. Look at that beauty.
And I never got that, so nice
I
try.
love it. All it needs is like a fireplace or something.
Can we get the comments off so I could make sure
And
I catch?
the thing is, they don't understand that the only reason that stick figure is funny is because it's holding a gummy bear.
I don't even get it.
Well, that's the only reason that it's even funny, because you were covering Sean Gummy Bear.
Oh, is that why it was?
Yeah, and he's holding a gummy bear. Okay. That's funny because you covered Sean
let me
Gummy
see.
Bear.
Okay.
And he's holding a gummy bear. So, okay. So then you do laugh at it. And that's the only thing that's funny about it.
And I never got this, and I never used this.
No. But you do, yeah, you do laugh at it, but it's only funny because of the gummy bear. And they probably don't even understand that context.
Right.
Because it was about Sean Gummy Bear. That's the only thing that made it funny.
There it is.
They probably don't even know who Sean Gummy Bear is. Like,
Okay, that's funny.
It is funny. Yes, it is.
Even when he was coming at you, you even admitted that some of the stuff he said was funny. So that's not like the Lego hair. You know, you admitted that was funny.
That was hilarious. I still laugh at that. And when he broke down my basement saying I just built a stage for it.
I like the gummy bear.
Yeah. Like, I don't know what this is proving. This is really weird.
I don't understand it. I don't
I'm
understand.
afraid to ask.
they're acting like you were buddy with him or something just because you were in that live.
Oh my God.
And they do show a screenshot where he again was asking to be unblocked. So it proves that you had him blocked during that time. They literally show a comment where he says, "Will you unblock me?"
Right. Because this was not his main. Are we gonna
We're doing the audio, so how do they know what that live was about? It made you be in there. It could have been about somebody. I mean, Dora was in there, so it could have been about somebody that made you interested to be in there.
Continue.
Is there anything?
Shut up.
Why aren't they playing the audio?
That was just.
I need to save my energy for the beggars. You know?
Ooh.
Yeah, because you were
terrible.
trying to. Yeah. Because you didn't want anything to do with what they were doing, really.
Let me see. This keeps moving.
Scammy Claus, unblock me.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so
I
think that's the end of that one.
What?
We got that out of the way.
What?
She got you with that one.
43 minutes in, and that's That's it? Are you kidding me? Seriously? Seriously?
Exactly, Lori, in the comments. Yes.
What you say? Exactly, Lori.
Not been seen in quite some time, and I think this stroll down memory lane been seen at the
Is there anything else, or was that it?
Yes, there's more. Wait till you hear how they defend Scammy Pammy with all the awareness people in there.
Just sit up here on mute for a couple minutes and then maybe people.
No, is there anything?
And then they have Virgo there.
Oh my God.
Who was literally doing awareness while she was getting money on the back end with all the awareness people in there.
I'm just kidding. But thank you very much.
Unless they left by this point, I don't know. I'm not sure. I know they were there in the beginning.
Virgo said she went in to get people to come to the live.
A beautiful thing. We could start playing it now.
When somebody sent me screen.
Virgo, didn't Scammy say something about your relationship with Florida Man at one point as a reason why you don't matter?
Yes. Oh, of course.
Because, well, Bob, if you want to compare my quote unquote relationship with Florida Man and Virgo's, why don't you pull all the videos where Virgo was in boxes with him? And why don't you pull every video that you could find with me in his chat? Not even in a box. I won't even give you that. Give me his chat. How many times was I in his chat? You're going to really compare those? Whoa. Yeah, she was a mod for him.
I didn't think I was crazy. I mean, I do, but not in that sense. That's crazy work.
Well, she's trying to imply that, oh, you were good with Florida Man at one time, too. You were buddy with him, so you have no right to criticize these other people who sat with Florida Man. And it's nowhere near the same thing. They are grasping at straws and found one live where you had him blocked. You had him blocked.
He came into my, I want to say I had a live that afternoon, and he came in on a burner account, and he said, "Can you unblock me?" In fact, I think I let him up in a box and he said, "Unblock me." And I said, "No." I said, "I'm not unblocking you." I said, "What do you want?" And he said, "Come on, unblock me." A freaking year and a half ago. So, he got out of the box and you were in that live. Yeah. Do you remember exactly what happened there? I mean, I remember him.
I remember, I don't, I'm trying to remember too, but I remember, he got in a box. You told him no, you weren't going to unblock him. You were trying to be cordial with him at one time, but it wasn't where you were in chats with him.
No.
You were modding for him. We
were coexisting quietly.
Exactly. You were trying to be cordial. You were trying to be an adult. That's what I remember. It's been a couple of years. Wild.
Because you were doing your awareness and you were trying to kind of stay out of it to an extent, and kind of not get into the whole drama stuff because you were awareness and, everybody knew what he liked to do with people that, messing with him. So you tried to stay neutral for a while.
Okay, let's go on here.
It only lasts so long before he starts,
Scam and Scammy. Scammy was sick of scam shit. She was tired of it.
What?
Nothing to do with it anymore.
What shit?
Remember that. This live is from January.
That's not true. Remember that.
25.
January 25th. Hold on.
You do the timeline, you'll remember those mods didn't leave Scam until after November.
No, that's not true. They left in October. So more misinformation. Those mods left in October.
Craziness.
And I don't even remember that. I wasn't even in your mod chat.
The mods left in October.
Which mods?
sense to say.
Because I was in Florida at the time on a trip, and they did it while I was on vacation.
And yes, and myself included, because I was tired. They were coming after me. So I wanted to, I didn't want to put myself out there anymore. Yeah, because just vile people coming after us.
I remember. I asked it. No, I remember seeing.
Hold on though, Scammy. You should maybe go back a little bit, because they build this part up and say this is something that no one has ever seen. I don't think anybody's ever seen this clip before. And I mean,
this was alive.
Yeah, and like
but nobody saw it.
Me myself, I've seen this clip like tons of times, and I think a lot of you have. When you end up hearing it,
yeah,
you're gonna be like, oh, I remember that, or oh, yeah, I've heard this, or whatever.
I'm looking at it right now, and I have no clue.
But when you hear what they say, but she was amping it up, saying, I don't think anybody's ever heard this before, or something along those lines.
Seen footage.
Yes, okay. Yes.
Here we go. Let's listen.
Wait, is this the beginning? What? Can you rewind to the beginning?
Still having technical problems? Oh my God. Talk about failure to fucking launch.
And Scam Slam is Pizza Slayer. I remember. I had asked it. No, I remember seeing screenshots way back where Holly made a comment about Pizza Slayer is on a cruise right now. I mean, that was like back in March or April or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And, in March, there was a scam. There was back and forth about that, and, I think Polly backtracked on that, and, there's been back and forth about it. As I said, quite honestly, I don't give a crap. I don't care if anybody comes forward right now and says I'm Pizza Slayer. I don't. I know, but I'm just curious. Basically, I was just looking for a yes or no answer. Like, do you believe that Scam? Is there a high probability that Scam Slam is Pizza Slayer? People have said she is, right? People have said that Scam Slam said she was.
From the screenshots and the proof that you've seen, what do you think? Is your personal opinion?
We've tried our best to make this such a big thing for the longest time.
You know what I mean?
I mean, the proof looks like it, yeah. Thank you. I'm not saying that, it's nice to hear, like, I don't know if that makes sense to anyone,
Yes, they're bringing up this from, it's got to be 2 years ago.
I think they said January 2025 or something.
Okay.
Let's also talk about how we've realized Enabled's credibility has been since then. So.
And
yep,
the information that I saw after regarding, they showed me a quote unquote receipt that was made. And I believe the receipt came out after this, and it had credit card numbers on it, and they weren't any scams.
Nope. And plus, there were since then, which maybe they're not even aware because they don't really pay attention, right? And they're putting out misinformation. Are they not aware that T apologized about something related to that with that receipt?
I was just about to mention.
Exactly.
And said that it was all made up.
Yep.
She literally admitted it and apologized to me, and I accepted her apology.
I don't understand why they have to bring up all this from 2 years ago. Like, get over it. I'm sorry.
And you know what's really bizarre is that she's bringing up all this stuff that supposedly happened between me and Scammy, like we had some falling out and there was this and that. What is it of her? What is it of her concern? She's not friends with us. She was never like, her and I didn't follow each other. She wasn't in our Discord. She never supported our platforms. She wasn't one of us. Like,
Right.
so why does this even concern her? It's bizarre.
Because, again, another person on this app thought that they were going to have their big aha moment and bring out information on me that was going to cancel me.
Well, and she's saying nobody ever saw this before. I've seen this clip I've seen this clip like 20 times. There were people that posted the clip and shared it around. This is nothing new. Well, this has been seen like a million times already. This was not not seen, clip. Like,
plus, again, this was in somebody's live, so obviously people saw it.
Yeah, they're all recorded.
I know she was off the app for a while, but you missed a lot. You missed she knows. Enabler lost all her credibility, which she knows that. She called her out on it. So that is one part. And then two,
Line number 7. Thank you for keeping...
when T admitted it was not true. So, or at least big parts of it. So,
thank you, Princess. So that's lie number 7. Debunked. Going on.
So wait a second. Scam was being harassed. And one of the things that was being said, allegedly, was that Scam was Pizza Slayer. Allegedly.
Hold on. Can you pause that?
And for the past...
So that was never part of my protection order claim. And it's also not mentioned in the letter to the judge of the things that Florida Man did to me.
So
that is
Princess,
not something...
What would that number be now?
Number 8. That was not something that Florida Man... I mean, he may have said that or whatever, but that was like... I didn't even care. That was not part of the... That was not one of the major things that was going on as part of his harassment, stalking, and doxing. Okay, it wasn't even that important that it was even mentioned in my letter. In when I went to court and when I sent that letter to the judge just recently in Florida, that stuff is not even mentioned.
Now, and if I'm not mistaken, because again, this was a while ago, and I don't remember absolutely everything that happens on this app every time I'm on here. If I'm not mistaken, the whole Pizza Slayer thing was around when Polly was pretending to be Anne Bonny with Jen, right?
Yes.
So that was...
It was in
February and March of 2024.
Yes. Yes. And I was literally on a cruise with like hardly any cell phone signal. And I already showed screenshots about that where I didn't.
And I remember, if I'm not mistaken, the reason why these mods like dropped from you is because you were on vacation. And weren't they like blowing up your phone because they needed you and you weren't listening to them?
No, they weren't blowing up my phone, but they said that, well, first they said, no, they told me that they were leaving. They all sent me a message and said they were leaving because they were getting harassed by Florida Man. And I have all those screenshots.
Some of them that was true. J Grandma and Tattoo Jen, those were true.
Yeah, Enabler is actually in the chat right now.
What was that? Who's in there?
Interesting.
Enabler's here.
Enabler's in the chat right now.
Well, they all told me that they were leaving because they were being harassed by Florida Man and doxed by Florida Man. No, that was true. He was making videos about them. He was trying to dox them. He was trying to go after them. And I felt bad. It upset me. Like I cried. Like I literally cried. I was so upset. And I was so sorry that he was doing that to them. And I understood their reasons for leaving, but I was still very sad about it. And then literally like, I don't know, 5 days later or something, they go live and they're like with Florida Man and they're, like bashing me and making up all these lies saying, she didn't wish us a good morning every day or check in, whatever, message us every single day. And, she made us do everything in the Discord, which that wasn't true either. And like, all these different wild ass claims, like, and I'm like, what is going on here? And then when I tried to confront them and said, oh, okay, so you lied to me about why you left. Then they got mad and were like, oh, you're putting out our private messages where well, yeah, because you're lying.
Enabler, did you want a box?
Enabler left a couple of times and went back and forth. She would leave and then come back and then leave and then come back.
Yep. Yeah, yep. Everything you're saying is true. Okay.
Let's go on here. Let's see.
How many months you screamed from the rooftops that you've been being harassed for 2 years.
Which has nothing to do with
Scam being harassed for 2 years, allegedly. And then on top of that, during said harassment, you decide to pop in to individuals who were cool with Florida Man, because this was January, and tell everybody that you think that the proof shows that Scam is pieces of bitch.
That was before the harassment started of Scammy, by the way.
And again, let's
this was way before.
And let's look at what she said. January 2025. Okay? I saw a receipt and I looked at the credit card number. And Scam showed me her credit card numbers and none of them were that.
And I don't have a lot of credit cards.
Nope.
So
I have
2 debit cards and like 3 credit cards, and I showed everything.
Yep.
Everything. And I believe I showed you my bank statement too.
Yep. And she didn't fumble around with her wallet and take time to take stuff out. No. So yes, that was January of 2025. Exactly. Going on. Oh, wait, let's see who else is here. There's 2 people that are requesting. I don't know if you want to come up here. If you do, you could say it in the chat.
Stop it. Fucking stop it.
I'm telling you, you should have stopped while you were ahead here.
That's wild.
I've seen a lot of receipts and never that one.
Mm-hmm.
See, they're saying they never saw that clip before, when I've literally seen that so many times.
All of them.
No, the reason why nobody will go live with you is because
you don't get to play victim with me.
I don't get what any of this has to do with you being harassed. Like, it has nothing to do with it.
it was Bob. For some reason, Bob thought that was still an issue. But whatever. No, Bob, the reason why I won't go live with you is because you're an asshole. I mean, it's as simple as that. I've tried to have you in a box twice, and you're rude. You talk over the host. You don't let me get a word in edgewise without you yelling over me. That's why you don't come in a box. That's why I won't let you in here anymore.
Main character syndrome.
Well,
don't try to hurt anybody. Right? I was just there. I seen some shit. I saved some shit. I have some people who have some shit.
I think shit is a good answer.
And now I'm here with my gift box full of receipts.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Let's see what else.
Conversation, an adult conversation. I am more than willing to speak cordially.
Yeah, you can't though. You can't. You can't.
On the other hand, I don't know what's going on, but your ability to have a good conversation has really dwindled.
She was trying to beg me to have a live a while ago too, and I'm like, no.
Hold on, Scam. I'm trying to listen to what she's saying. Let me go backwards a little here.
To have and I don't know what's going on, but your ability to have a good conversation has really dwindled since the moments and the days that you wouldn't even let people say curse words in your box. Bitch. That always sat weird with me.
Lie number 9. Yep. There we go.
That always sat super weird true colors. That's your true self. And every day you
take
push
care.
A little
have
bit
a good night.
More. You do a little bit worse than the last time. And some of your chat stays and some of them go. that just one more time for me?
They play the clip again like it's some type of big aha.
Hi, Northside.
We're seeing screenshots way back where Holly made it.
Oh my God. Okay.
It was, yeah, like
Yes, we
Holly-
heard this.
I don't know answer like Claire said that. It's night against anyone. I don't give a fuck.
Is there anything else?
The Scammy clause heard around the world.
Yes. You have to listen to this stuff. Well, you'll have to listen to the stuff about Pam.
The reasoning behind all of these is because, Scammy, you have no right to take away other people's opinions or their voice because of who they sat with or who they sit with.
Want to bet, bitch?
Sounds like they're butthurt that a lot of people are blocking them and don't want them in their spaces.
They're butthurt because they're being blocked by people?
I mean, that's what it seems like to me.
I only have control over my lives. You know, my mods have control over my lives. And if they block people, I support them on it. So is that what you meant? Let's hear that again. I need to hear that again.
Scammy, you have no right to take away other people's opinions or their voice because of who they sat with or who they sit with.
Whose voices
You
have I
just
taken
don't.
away? That's why people have the ability to go live on their own. How am I taking away their voice?
Yeah, are you the only platforms they can speak on? I'm really confused. Like,
We've just been listening to her voice for like an hour already.
Exactly.
That's what we like to call hypocritical. Right? You like that word, right? You use that word, right? Okay. The next one. This next topic is going to be referencing back to Snark. I made a video yesterday saying that in the next 48 hours, I was going to find where Scammy had said that she called the FBI on Snark. Here's the thing. I watched a lot of videos. Have not seen her say, yes, I called the FBI.
Oh, okay.
Oh, bingo. Oh,
I didn't even
what a
have to
shocker.
discuss that one.
Lied again. What lie number is that?
What are we up to? 10, 11, 12? I never said I was calling the FBI. Somebody else called the FBI and they gave the FBI woman my information to contact me. Oh my God, this is such a swing and a miss.
I have one more other thing to share. And then after that, one more thing. And then, y'all can go about your night and do your own thing. Okay? But this is a live from September 18th. What day was it? I think it was September 13th is when the original accusation was put out about Snark.
Now, I think that is inaccurate because didn't we have our live on her? I want to say our live on Snark was in August or July.
July.
Okay. So that
our original big one. And actually, she had been being discussed before then, but in July we held kind of like a big one where we like recapped a lot of stuff up until that point.
Right. So this is September, she says we came out. Okay, let's hear it.
In said live of when the accusation was made by an individual, Scammy got into a box. Okay, you can go and find this live yourself if you'd like. Scammy got into a box and asked for said individual to send her all her proof that what was being alleged was true. And that this person did not have to put that information out there, that she would just look at it and if it's true, she will tell everybody, hey, it's true. Verbatim, those are the words she used.
Okay, well, go already.
This was days later
Notice the Discord notifications popping up there at the top.
Yeah. Stated. You can also find this live as well. I know Drama Talk has it. And I'm sure plenty of other people have it. But during this live, it was stated that proof had not been given yet. Right? So proof is
Discord notification again from Amber. Huh.
Please push play. Spilled on the FYP also has it as well. Wait, did you hit it? Oh, Bandit, you're on mute, baby. Can you start over?
Wow, they're nailing this tonight.
Don't be sorry. Me and the mute button, we're not friends. You don't have to put the camera on it. We just need the sound, if that's okay.
Yeah, because you don't want your Discord notifications to keep popping up with all those messages with all their usernames and the names of their little secret Discords.
Line in the sand with what you can accept still from somebody. You know, what morally you can stand by. And
Reach, baby.
People found out something and they couldn't do it anymore. That happens to all of us. It's happened to all of us on multiple occasions, you know, with different people.
Absolutely.
But, you know, again, and you and I agree on this, and there's a lot of people in here when you and I discussed this a couple of days ago. The information that you and I are going to put out again tonight, the stuff that we found, the inconsistencies that we found, led us to believe that there was something fishy going on. Okay? The information Sunshine put out about Pam gave credence to some of the questions that we had. Did it make me feel like there's more to it than we knew? Yes. But do we have any proof of that? No. And until there is actual proof that's released on both ends, I'm still going to believe that there's something fishy about all that. But to what extent is going to be based on any other proof that comes out.
Right. And she was saying,
Wait. So wait, she's trying to, I'm confused. Is she trying to say that I didn't put information out because I wasn't sure of it? Is that what she's questioning? Is that what she's saying?
I don't know. She does talk about it after the clip.
Oh, okay, because I don't know what she's
trying. She was kind of mocking whoever had contacted the FBI, you know, saying that the FBI is going to ask for proof. I mean, they may ask for proof if someone has it. You know, if someone says, oh, I have proof, they'll say, send it to me. But that doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, they're going to rely on the caller or the reporter for all the evidence, right? They're the FBI. They're literally the Federal Bureau of Investigation. So if they get a inquiry that seems like there could be something credible to it, they are going to do the investigation and they are going to get the evidence themselves. Oh no. Jesus. They are the ones that are going to do that. If someone contacts the FBI, they don't have to have proof of every single thing. If they believe, you know, if they reasonably believe that there is something going on, the FBI will investigate it and get all of that evidence themselves. They don't ask the caller or the reporter or the public to gather up all the information and all the evidence and basically do the work of the FBI. Like, no,
you know, what they would do is, you know, they would take the information down from the caller, but not use that. Like, he starts trying to say that that's what the prosecution would use against her. No.
what they would do is they use that as a starting point. And then if they feel like there's anything credible there, they will investigate it and they'll pull all of her financial records. They'll find out the money trail. They'll follow the money trail to the end. And then if they feel like something illegal is going on, then they will press charges based on that. And that's the proof they're going to use. Absolutely. They're not going to ask the citizen who's calling to
I am so
get all the
confused.
financial proof.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they played this whole entire thing because
Oh my
I don't think it had
God.
anything to do with it. But she does talk after this, I guess, whatever her point is.
This is like a bad high school PowerPoint presentation. And I've had to sit through quite a bit of these where you sit there and you know what the topic is. You know what your kind of opening paragraph is about what you're going to be discussing or proving. And I'm just sitting here saying, where is this going? Where is this going?
Listening to a book report that somebody didn't read the book.
Jesus. Or the Cliff Notes.
Sunshine said that was 100% the truth is that, and I know people that have reported Pam for this. People that come into my life. And the same thing happened where they contacted the FBI and the FBI did send them to Homeland Security. Can you pause that for a second? Did anybody catch that? Did anybody catch the part where, number one, there was a group of individuals who called the FBI? Not once, but months prior to as well.
Where did you say months prior?
And Scammy
She's
knew
saying months prior. Where did you ever say that there was a group of individuals that contacted the FBI months prior?
Charlie is
He's lying. You didn't say that.
before this amazing revelation happened, days before this live. Now I want to ask you something. Do you feel comfortable getting close to an individual that if you are no longer cool with them, they feel it acceptable to go to the lengths of federal agencies to get back at you?
What?
When were you ever cool with Snark?
Never.
What did I miss, Scammy? She's basically saying you were cool with Snark, and then you had a falling out, and then you were trying to get people, I guess, to contact the FBI as some type of retaliation or something.
But my question is this though, or my statement is this: I never called the FBI. So I mean, I am seriously at a loss for words here. I have no fucking clue what she's trying to do because I never called.
Yep, and you never said that there was a group that had called months prior that you were aware of.
No.
I know.
We are up to lie number 14. Let's go on.
Anyone? Does that sound fun?
What?
And I will ask this as well.
She's trying to imply that if anybody has a friendship with you and then it falls out, that you're going to somehow like retaliate against them by going to the FBI or something. Like, it's really bizarre.
Oh, God.
To do something, but it's totally okay for another individual to do something.
I don't even know how to react to this because she's basing this whole thing on that I called the FBI, and then she said, but I could never find the clip where she said that because I never said it. I mean, this is just I don't get it.
Because in my opinion, nobody should be doing it. Not a soul. To anyone.
Mm-hmm. It's funny, Bob. I didn't hear you voicing your opinion in a live when Florida Man was calling my brother when he called DCF on me, when he called the police on me for false allegation. I didn't hear you saying that, because that actually did happen to me and to a lot of others. But I'm just focusing on me right now since this live was about me. I didn't hear you saying that shit. But you're saying things based on what you thought and you were wrong about, that I said I called the FBI, which I didn't. So, I mean, you need to get your fucking facts straight. This is just a joke.
But what Scammy requested from individuals was to walk away from Florida Man.
What?
I did that. A lot of us did. Tell Florida Man he was wrong with what he was doing.
No, she didn't. She just left for a little bit.
Yeah, she didn't.
Didn't make a difference. So
she tries to say that she hadn't associated with Florida Man for like about a year or so. That's not true either, Bob, because I have messages between you and I in November that you ended up passing on to Florida Man, and you were cool with him at least during that time frame. So stop lying.
That was this past
November 2025. Not a year.
Those? Do you have those?
Yes.
Would you be able to find them, and we'll put them up here just to absolutely prove them wrong?
Yeah, they were the messages between her and I that Florida Man ended up posting.
Oh my God.
Yeah, let me find them.
Which, by the way, heads up, anyone, if Bob messages you, 9 times out of 10, it's not for a conversation. It's not to work something out. It's to get screenshots to use for her content. Just a heads up.
And she also expected that your existence on this app, if you've ever been in a box with Florida Man, if you ever talking to Florida Man, if you ever were a friend with Florida Man, if you still were a friend of Florida Man, you do not deserve to speak. You do not deserve to be believed.
Let me comment on that. No, I've never said that. I said you're not going to fucking speak in my boxes anymore, in my lives anymore, and you're not going to be invited in my lives. I've never said that they can't speak.
And just because we wouldn't believe them, or
here's just one, by the way,
any faith in what they say because of that, doesn't mean that anybody else wouldn't. We just don't. And that's our personal preference.
Can you do me a favor, Scam? What do you have the date on that?
It says November 15th, 2025. And that's when she then passed on a series of messages. This is just one screenshot, but it was a bunch of screenshots to Florida Man. And then he posted them on his page. And I'm sure I have that post too. I'll have to look for it. So, yeah. Stop lying, Bob.
Oops. My God, this is so easy.
Line number 17.
And they do not matter. She thinks that your experiences matter so little that she is allowed to call the FBI on you and everybody's supposed to just turn the other
Which never happened.
Mind you, she made it very clear. She was aware that people she knew had called the FBI months before said individual came forward. That's weird to me. That's fucking weird.
Why is it weird when people that were close to her in her circle were concerned about shit and they called the FBI on her? Why is that weird? I mean, I do have screenshots of that chat, and I actually showed them a while back, where Sunshine was telling people that Pam had said one of the people in her orbit on TikTok was and had ties to a certain organization out there, a certain tea organization. And by tea, I don't mean the stuff you drink. So why would that be weird that somebody would call the FBI on her for that when there's screenshots of multiple people talking about it? This wasn't just Sunshine saying it. There were other people in there.
And you even said it was very possible that she was being scammed and she was being used
Exactly.
by them. So you even gave that out.
Oh my God.
But I digress. I think there's more, right?
Yeah, there is.
Do you mind pushing play? Thank you, honey.
That's exactly what happened. So, do I feel like Sunshine has knowledge of how to report something like this? Yes, because that's exactly what happened to people I know that reported her. And we're talking a couple months ago.
Exactly.
So,
A couple months ago, guys.
Sunshine is absolutely spot on with that. Double down on the fact that she's not going to show any proof, not even to the donors.
Right, London?
Says that they don't deserve any proof of anything. That's just wild to me. And let's hypothesize why that is. Okay?
Let's do it. Let's hypothesize.
Going somewhere where it shouldn't, meaning overseas, to somebody that might be questionable as to their ties to anything. That's why she doesn't want to show it. Or to a lesser degree, she's taking money and she is financially gaining from it. That's the only reasons why you wouldn't show it. Or a combination of both of those things.
Exactly.
Right?
That's weird, because did anybody ever see any receipts of the money being returned for Florida Man's bounty?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, we literally posted all of our receipts. I got my money back. I can still post it.
Oh my God. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. In fact, I showed it all, you dummy head.
Yeah. Isn't that bizarre? They're trying to act like you didn't show receipts.
Oh my God.
And that the money wasn't all returned to everybody. And the thing was, she wouldn't even show receipts to her own donors. That was part of the problem. People who had donated to her GoFundMes for Gaza had come into your live and were saying that they were asking for receipts. And instead of her sending receipts, what did she send them? Pictures of unalived children.
Yep. Yep.
But, she's not bringing up that part, right? We'll just forget about that part. She would not give receipts to her donors.
And here's a little clue there, Bob the bullshitter. When you initiate through PayPal, not PayPal, through GoFundMe to send the money back, it all goes back. I have no control over who gets money, who doesn't. Everybody gets it. When you return the money and you say that you want the money to be every single person that refunds it gets their money back. And I will anybody who claims that they have
Funny questioned Florida Man's gin GoFundMe for gin. That money just
or
nobody
she
heard of
hasn't
that.
she hasn't questioned Pam's. I mean, she's trying to stick up for Pam, and the GoFundMes that we showed that she had, they were lies.
And you know what's really funny is, like I said, in the beginning, there was a whole bunch of awareness people in there, including the homies.
Yep, I saw that.
Okay, I don't know if they're in there during this part, but she's sitting there defending Pam's scams. And although,
Virgo,
Mexican homie has
Virgo
been very questionable lately, way back when all this stuff was going on, Mexican homie called her out for being a scammer too.
Right, exactly.
But now she's sitting there defending him in this live with the homie and all these other awareness people proving that she's now defending a scammer. Okay.
And again, look who's in her box. Virgo. We just went through the whole thing with Virgo, and I'm still waiting for her, as she should do, to apologize to the 3 people that I know of that she called out for getting money behind the scenes, when she had to come on herself and admit she got money for her electric bill to get paid. I'm still waiting for that. But no, the homies are going to sit in this live? Really? Really? And I saw a clip where Mr. Homie, or where Mrs. Homie said to Little Man, I hope you're going to post clips of this. What?
I hope they do too.
Mrs. Homie, are you serious?
I hope they do post clips.
Oh my God. And again, let's not forget, my favorite is when Little Man and other people were falsely reporting the live that you and I had, Scam, of Thomas Shields.
Yep.
When we were trying to warn people about him.
Yep. And then there's a bunch of the Florida Man people all in there, right? They also were trying to link up with Colt and Lexus and other people who are scammers.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And other people who are scammers. But yet there's awareness people in there, and they're going along with this.
Well, I mean, listen. I'm not going to say anything about that. Let's listen to this still.
Nope. No, I haven't either. And I'm pretty sure we were told we didn't deserve that, right? Nobody needed to see that. So
did as soon as it came out.
logic.
Oh, I couldn't hear you. What, Breeze?
No, you never said that. You actually said, yeah, as soon as I get the email, I will show it. And you did. You never said it wasn't deserved or.
No, that would be Pam. That would be Pam who said that. This is a joke.
Well, I'm only going to hypothesize that the money didn't go where it was supposed to, or it went overseas.
Does she realize how stupid she sounds? Seriously.
I mean, we have screenshots where Pam got money behind the scenes from people to buy cigarettes and different stuff. Do they not realize that too? And she's never shown proof even to her donors, like I said, of where any of those monies went to. Do they not realize that we put out, there were multiple GoFundMes with fake pictures, fake tents, fake goats, what, fake water trucks? Did they not see any of that?
Oh, I mean, I literally, I am at a loss for words. This has got to be the worst attempt at trying to call somebody out. This is such a Bush League attempt. I mean, this is...
It's desperate.
Really, I can't even really put everything into words right now. This is such a joke.
You didn't know her jack shit. You did it the way you did it, and it worked for you.
No, she owed her donors an explanation, though.
But that's crazy, right? I'm also wondering why you said that you were going to use the money that you were going to give whoever, wrestled down Florida Man, lassoed them up and threw them in the freaking jail cell. You were going to get them lunch, right?
Now you mean?
Lunch. And then when you were asked about it in your live, you were told it was a whole thing and you weren't getting into it.
Exactly. And what was the whole thing? First of all, I never said I was using that money from the GoFundMe to buy them lunch. All that money was reimbursed to everybody who donated. The reason why we did not send them lunch is because he was arrested by the marshals. And we did not have their names available to be able to send them lunch.
And you can't do
So
it.
there's
Even
that.
if you did, you can't do that. They won't accept it. Yeah.
So there's that, Bob. This is so embarrassing for her.
And then you offered your chat Dr. Pepper or Bojangles if anybody can figure out who foiled my information at the school. But you didn't even know who the fuck did it. I guess that's a winning bet, right? I'd say so.
Was that?
Contradicted herself. Like you said, for whoever can find out. And then she's like, but you didn't know who did it. Well, yeah, exactly. For whoever can find out.
Hey, Bob, why don't you tell us who did it? And we'll make sure they get it. Why don't you let us know? Because it's probably somebody that you associate with. So why don't you find out who foiled it? Let us know, and we'll make sure they get that. How about that?
Is she? I'm not going to say it.
I sure hope somebody got their Dr. Pepper, because Dr. Pepper's the best.
Okay, we can agree on that.
But
we can agree on that.
I don't know. Can you play the next live? This is funny. So this live was 3 weeks later, I believe. The date's on it. Don't worry, I put it there for y'all. I don't know who this individual is in the box. And I did crop them out for the purposes of, I'm not trying to involve them, but the statement that was made was very weird.
Okay, let's hear it.
So you want to fuck around with everybody, Florida man? Your time is ticking.
Huh.
And some of us have friends in the FBI. Yeah, Florida man. Mm-hmm. We sure do. Sure do. Okay, I'm gonna hop down.
Is that Tammy?
That's
Does
kind
anybody know?
Yeah,
Does anybody?
It kind of sounds like her.
That's Tammy.
It's
Yeah.
Tammy, huh?
But she
Okay,
was
so-
in the chat and got all quiet while she said, I don't know who that is. So, Tam, that's you.
So wait a minute. So no, wait. I don't know what was said after this, but okay. So far I said your time is running out. That's true.
Right. You were right.
Let's see what she says.
So you want to fuck around with everybody, Florida man?
You want to fuck around with everybody, Scammy?
This is funny as hell.
That was just weird. Okay, especially considering, Scammy, you said the FBI called you. That's weird. They make house phone calls now?
What? What? What is she talking about? Is she still talking about the whole Pammy thing?
Yeah, she's acting as if you never spoke to the FBI.
And wait a minute. And she's like, does the FBI make house calls now? Yeah, they make phone calls. What do you,
Yeah, so does the Alachua County investigators from the sheriff's department.
Yes,
I have a
yes.
voicemail from them if they don't believe that I
my
talked to them and
God.
that they called me. So
This is, I mean, the more this goes on, the dumber she sounds. Like these aha moments. It's just, I don't get what she's trying to do here. And haha, Bob, you didn't realize Tam was in your live last night. That was her voice.
Just having your morning eggs and toast. Ring, ring, ring. Oh, look, it's the FBI again. I wonder who they're asking me about today. I wonder who they're inquiring about today.
Doesn't she know? It's like on the most important phone numbers on their desk.
It's
What?
right underneath Dunkin' Donuts.
What?
Bitch.
Listen, bro.
And so I did say I would apologize if I didn't find anything, but
You
because
didn't.
getting an apology out of you is like pulling teeth from, I don't even know, a person, I guess. That would be the best analogy.
You just put an apology out 2 days ago?
Like you've made others be patient. And I would hope that you could be patient too. Scammy, I will work for this live. Yeah, you didn't blink twice yet, but I'm assuming that we've got a bet, right? Right? Because you don't back down, right?
What
Can
did
you
she
put up that screenshot for me?
What did she talk? I still don't know
What does that mean?
I have no clue. Listen,
I am so excited for this. Snark said, "Did y'all know you could FOIA the FBI? I do now."
Cool.
I thought it would be a beautiful Christmas in June gift to maybe let Snark know, hey girl, did you know that you can FOIA things from the FBI?
Does she know that people literally admitted to calling the FBI already?
I was actually about to say that. Didn't Mittens admit to it?
yes. And Pam even was in Florida Man's live when she went in there hot because she found out Mittens called.
Yep, I have that recorded.
And Florida Man was like, no, let's talk off the app. Let's not do it in here. What? Like I am like, wow. I mean, I can't believe, like, seriously, that she went into this live thinking that she had something.
She was so proud of herself.
She was. Did you all know you can good FOIA the FBI? Do it. Because what you see is I never called.
You got to pay for it, Pam. So be ready to put up a little money. It does cost. Not a ton, not a lot, but you do have to pay.
Like, honestly, I can't even, like, this has got to be the dumbest thing I've ever listened to on this app before. It really does. Like a swing and a miss right out of the get-go here. I mean, this is just, oh my God.
A little laugh together. And I showed her exactly where to go.
Good. Do it.
So.
Do it.
I guess we'll wait. I guess we'll fucking wait.
Sweet.
But I will tell you this much. I watched a video of myself on me, I guess. And I was told I needed to do more research.
Exactly.
Was the worst thing you could have told me.
Yeah, because you did such a good job.
Because I have been, and oh boy, but
yeah, you nailed it, girl.
A screenshot was put in the chat blaming Mittens, which I've heard this. I heard that Mittens had called.
Yes, Pam said it.
Where I'm confused is why have I watched multiple lives now saying that a group of people called? And why hasn't that been questioned?
Ask Pam.
Do these topics only matter when it's you, Scammy?
I have no clue what you mean by that. I'm lost,
I'm curious. Bob. We just put one person's name down, happens to be somebody who sat with Florida Man, and call it a day, push it off the desk.
Wait, so because Mittens even admitted to it, she's still not believing it? I'm confused.
I guess not. I guess not. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I am at a loss here.
I am too. Yeah. Wow.
Stark has the right to FOIA her own federal investigation.
Good. Do it.
That was put on her by strangers on the internet while she was trying to show empathy and be a human being for human beings, no matter where they're from
and getting money behind the scenes. Don't forget that. And making up GoFundMes that were digitally enhanced using pictures that weren't from what these guys were dealing with. Yeah. Okay. Got it.
What they look like,
where they lived.
Something many should strive to be on a daily basis. Because maybe if you did more kindness for other people, Scammy, you wouldn't be so damn angry. Maybe you wouldn't try to hurt everybody all the time. Maybe the thing that tickled you wouldn't be the pain that you bestow onto others.
What?
Yeah, why donate to actual organizations when you can just send it to shady people, you know?
And you literally, Scammy, you literally have posts up, have like over the entire time that we were covering Pam, you were posting legitimate organizations to donate to.
Yep.
There's a bunch of posts that were, you know, encouraging people to donate to legitimate organizations.
I even used my gifts. Like, I think it was like 2 months worth of gifts, and I donated that money to a legitimate organization.
Yes.
Yes.
You posted the proof.
Yes, I did. I actually posted the actual receipts of where the money went. Right.
Yes. And I'd like to know who she's claiming you have hurt everybody on this app or multiple people.
And it tickled me into laughing or something like that.
You're an amazing person, you and Scam. Like,
I'm
I've gotten
very
to
busy.
know you two. So
I'm very busy, obviously. Let's listen to her wrap up here.
To be a fly on that wall. Does anybody have any questions?
I have a lot.
Is that yeah, I do too. Is that it? There's only like about 4 or 5 minutes left.
There might be. I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna play it. What a waste. What an embarrassment. My God.
Someone who cares so much about, you know, going after people online and calling this and calling that. Bob, how many times did you call out FM for all the stuff he did to women on this app? Just show
Never,
me.
because you know what a lot of those people, you know what a lot of those people say? A lot of the people say, "Oh, we did it off the app. We discussed it off the app." Oh, okay, but you expect others to discuss shit on the app when it's something that you want to hear and you feel like that you should be a part of. But when you're saying you're doing it, it's behind the scenes. Oh, okay. But I'll tell you honestly. Well, first of all, what was the lie update up to, Princess? What do we got there?
I lost count, to be honest.
25, 23. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Well, listen, the one thing she did bring up is that, yes, I was in Florida Man's chat one time in January of 2025. Yes, I was. He had come into my live that day and he wanted me to unblock him on his main. And I said, no. And I went into his live. I don't even know what they were talking about. I have no clue. And yes, I was in there and Florida Man said, do you want me to make a stick figure? And I said, no, because I'm not going to use that. And then he said twice to unblock him. And I said, no. Ooh, gotcha. Any comments, thoughts from anybody in the boxes?
Have we got to the point where they blame FM and Bougie for everything yet? Oh, wait, no, that's Stacks Live. Sorry.
Yes, that's
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, I just find it really funny because it was just so easy to disprove all of that misinformation. Like, simple, very, very simple. I think that they are upset that some people, you know, don't want them, the Florida Man people, in their spaces.
Right, exactly.
And that, you know, they're not being accepted. Well, too bad, so sad, because
not losing sleep over that.
For good reason.
Yeah.
You know, if you were good with him and you are still good with him, like she said, then you are supporting a doxer, a harasser, a stalker, certified in court, has like, what, how many, 4 or 5 protection orders against him now? You're supporting a criminal. And then she goes on to defend someone who scammed people with awareness people in there.
With awareness people
who actually called her, some of which who actually called her out on it too.
Along, as the funny thing is, again, with Virgo in a box,
yes,
who just had to admit on her own, in her own video, saying that yes, she needed help and she reached out to OG, which is when she was doing awareness. Oh, she called out at least 3 people that I know of doing the same thing and, like, you know, raking them over the coals. But of course, now she's in a box after she did the same thing, and there's awareness people in there.
Yes. And they you know, just recently platformed Bob, some awareness people, about a week ago.
Oh yes, I heard about that.
So no, I hope that they have, I hope that they are all besties. I think that this is great. I think that all of them that were in that live should all be besties together, and I can't wait to see what happens with that. I really can't. I think it's awesome.
I want to thank the person who made this, because this pretty much sums everything up right here. So this was a post. This was a post that Bob made. Okay. Called out Scammy Claus recently. Okay. Let me play this whole thing here. Let me get there. Watch. People who have tried to call out Scammy Claus.
Right?
And failed miserably.
Yep. Like, seriously. You know, the question is this: when like, who's up? Who's next up to bat? Who's next up to bat? Swing and a miss by Bob. Who is gonna try next? I mean, you know, a list of these people calling me out. Some of them I don't even know, so I'm not even sure who they are.
I know.
Crystal, I don't know who Crystal is.
I think there might be some. She was in your box the other day, so I guess they felt that.
Oh,
was her
she's the
calling
one
you
that
out.
just kept yelling. Oh, okay,
Yeah, and then you dropped her. I don't know how that was calling you out exactly.
Birdie, Ashley.
Who's Ashley?
Lady, when was Lady Day calling me out? I don't remember her calling me out, and she's not a mod anymore, so I don't know where that came from. SP Save the Children. SP Save the Children has been making shitty videos about me for quite a while. So, and if you know anything about that person, if you're gonna put her in a list of anything,
I feel like there's a couple people missing off that list.
Oh, I was thinking that too.
Unbelievable, but yeah, nice try there, Bob. Really, really, really. It was kind of embarrassing. Not kind of. It was really embarrassing, actually.
Yeah, let's make a list of how many of those people have any credibility.
Yeah, well,
how many
that's
do
the
we
other
have left?
thing.
How
what
many
do they
left?
all have in common? That's the question.
What
do they all have
there?
in common? What do they all have in common?
I know. FM. Friends with FM. Or, yeah. Sit with FM. Bow down to him.
I think it's very embarrassing. There's nothing that makes me happier on this app is when people try to call me out. They've gotten nothing, okay? And all they do is bring up my age. That's my favorite, because again, what these people don't understand when they say, you know, oh, she's so old, she's ancient, blah, blah, blah. First of all, as I've always said, it doesn't bother me because I'm very proud of every single gray hair I have. I'm proud of almost 58 years of life on this earth, and knock on wood, I'm healthy. But what they don't understand is there's people that follow me, and worse for them, follow them that are about my age. Yep. And they're calling somebody out for an age which is uncontrollable by us. And they think that that's a flex.
Yep.
Because as I said, there's people on this app that follow them that are probably not going to follow them anymore because of the ageism that they constantly have to talk about in their lives. And the other thing is that makes me happy is that one day they will get older and they will be in their mid to, upper 50s, mid 50s, pushing it, and they're not going to be able to control that. And they're going to sit there and, if they are ever on this app anymore, which I doubt because some of these losers, that are saying this stuff, they're young right now. They're young. They have their whole young lives ahead of them. And they're very open with their opinions on what old people should look like and what they should be doing. I've heard them say a bunch of times, you shouldn't be on this app. You're old, you're ancient, you should be doing this, doing that. The one big difference is that I sit here and I see these people make these comments, and it's gratifying to know that someday they're going to be that old and they're going to have to deal with it. And hopefully there's younger people that are going to be calling them out for being old and all that. And I guarantee you the reaction will be a lot different because I don't care. I don't care. That's the part that's the funniest. When you don't have anything on somebody, what do you go towards? You flex and talk about how they look. And in my case, they talk about my age. Like, that's supposed to hurt me. But on the other hand, what I get to do is I get to listen to all of you guys talk like this and then listen to this live from last night, and I get to laugh my ass off at it. Because if you were intellectual enough, Bob, you would have done your homework and you would have done your research and you would have realized before your live last night, shit, I really don't have anything on her. Because what you showed was absolutely nothing. In fact, what you showed, you actually proved my point. Where you said that I called the FBI, and then you said, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Good one. Thank you for that.
And they further proved, like, who all sat with and still sits with, like, the whole Florida man thing. Like,
yeah, I'm telling you, your screenshot there, your screenshot right there was the cherry on top. Because she was saying that she hasn't, been with him for over a year yet. November. That's the difference between people my age and people your age, Bob. We don't put ourselves out and make ourselves look like an asshole like you do. You thought you had this big thing last night and it didn't happen. Sorry, nice try. Who's up next? Who's coming to bat next? Because I could use another laugh. That was a good one.
What?
I can still go to pull up this shit.
What was that?
Go ahead.
No, I didn't hear you. What did you say?
I interrupted Pep. I said, Pep, go ahead.
I was just saying, what?
And Scammy, I'm not trying to kiss your ass or anything, but you do not look your age. You look younger. And I told you that the other day. I thought you were younger. So.
And I appreciate that. And that's very nice.
I am being perfectly honest with you. I
use a bunch of filters either.
No,
exactly.
And I have to thank Mike though, because Mike up in Massachusetts made a comment about me using a face thinning filter. Thanks, Mike. I don't use one, but I appreciate the compliment. I do appreciate the compliment. Thank you. Thank you very much. I indeed have lost quite a bit of weight since I have gone off of the, what's that shit I was on? Lexapro. Last July. It's been almost a year. We're pushing almost a year, and I have lost a ton of weight. That stuff, shit, when I went on that, I bulked up to the largest I had ever been in my life. And as soon as I got off that and I'm on my new stuff,
Yeah,
it's
my
off.
husband was on Lexapro for a little bit. He hated it. He didn't like it.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good. Did you see Mike said the mouse used an AI on him in that video? Did you see Mike said the mouse used an AI on? I don't know what video you're talking about. Scar. How are you feeling, Scar?
Yeah, I hope she's feeling better.